today we are turning our attention to the hood. Let me show you this prototype. So Jesus built this prototype. This is the back. This is the bottom. And we wanted a little curve on the sides and a curve on the front. But that's just not working because the guts that go inside of this are deeper than what we have right here. So we held it up, we showed it to the homeowners. He's gonna modify it a little bit. There's gonna be a slope to the front and then a curve to the two sides. Okay, so Jesus is humoring me and holding this back up so we can show you guys. So this was the first angle that was just too severe. So now we thought about doing it. Well, this was the first curve. Then we thought about doing an angle, but that seems a little too severe too. So now we've done this little subtle curve. We're gonna give that a shot. I'm gonna give you a quick update on the hood. Look at this fancy skeleton Jesus is building. So this is the front and the sides, and the way that these angles are gonna come together, I can't wait to see this. So we're gonna wrap it in a Luan, which is of course is just a really thin wood. I think it's gonna look amazing. Speaking of Luan, do you remember that wall in the back of the laundry area where there was a panel and we had put in a new box for the washer dryer? So we decided that wall was so cut up and beat up that we are just going to put a Luan, put a skin on that back wall. So that's what they are working on here. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if it's gonna fit in here. So the reason it's not going in is because of that corner right there. We've got that little support piece at the ceiling. So we're gonna have to notch around that. All right, so that little piece at the top was notched, and it's pretty close. Gonna have to do just a little bit of cleaning up. Cut out some shims. That is pretty doggone perfect. We're gonna. So that hood skeleton is in place. It's coming along. It's gonna look great. Remember when we took some of those cabinets out, the beams were a little bit short. So Jesus has made those new beams. Made the little extensions for the beams, I should say. Those are in place, and now we're gonna turn our attention to crown. So those beam extensions have been sanded, and as you can see, the crown is going on, and that really makes a difference in making it look finished. So we've got some crown there. About to put a piece here. It's all coming together. I just placed an order for our shelf brackets. So we've got those. They'll be here Friday. Jesus is out there cutting the pieces, and then we're getting them up. Moving right along. So the mechanics or the insert for the hood has arrived. Now you can see Jesus just cut the hole on the bottom. And the real moment of truth is it going to fit? So See that little mark right there? That's where it was hitting. So we gotta do a little bit more trimming. So y'all, I got back from running some errands just in time to see Jesus finish this hood. Now we've still got to do like a 1x4 at the bottom, but I think it is spectacular how he figured out the geometry of that curve and this curve and then meeting together. It's just, I told him I hope he's proud of it because it's maybe the best thing he's ever built. So obviously we've used a ton of brads. We're gonna fill in all those holes, do a little Bondo, get it primed, get it painted, and get it in place. We're probably actually gonna tile behind it and then put it in place, because honestly, I don't want to cut tile around that angle. But I am so proud of what he has done. It looks amazing. We've got crown molding all the way around the cabinets, all the crown on all the beams, all the little trim pieces are in. We are vacuuming because tomorrow morning we're going to start painting. Everything has been primed, but our paint is going on in the morning. 3 colors. I'll explain when we start that why 3 colors. So today is an exciting day. We are prepping to paint. We're putting plastic up all over the place, and we are getting ready. We are gonna spray the insides of the cabinets. So I mentioned yesterday that there were gonna be 3 colors, and you're thinking she only showed us 2. So they had decided to go with peppercorn on all the base cabinets, but that paint is not recommended for the inside of cabinets. It takes a really long time for a deep base to harden or cure, and it may scratch easy. So we are actually gonna paint all the inside of the cabinets the same color as the wall color, which is just a soft white. And then we'll go with the dark gray and the blue only on the outsides. So we are prepping to spray the insides first. Another exciting development is we have all of our doors. So we are going to spray these. Another exciting development is we have some doors. We actually picked all of them up last night. A few here just to see. They look so good. That first coat is going on. Outside, we are setting up stations to paint the shelves and all the drawers. So here's one shelf with nice and dry 1 coat. I don't know if you can see, but it's a creamy white. It's not a stark white. It's gonna look great. So we have all the shelves lined up. Some of the drawers down at the end. Everything's getting, eventually we'll get 2 coats of paint. Inside of the cabinets are done. There's our little cabinet that was gonna go by the bench, but it's now gonna go in there. All looking great. Also got a coat of paint on the inside of the bench, the wall, and inside. It's gonna be such good storage in there. Doing a coat of paint on the drawers. Of course, the drawer front will come later. But just giving those old drawers a nice, clean, fresh new coat of paint. I know there was originally a plan to do the insides, either blue or gray, depending on what color. But I actually think doing them all this neutral cream is the right move. So we are wrapping up another busy week. We got a lot done today. They are finishing up inside that second coat of the inside of the cabinets. And we got the primer on one side of all of the doors and drawer fronts. So we are about to call it a week. We will be back on Monday when we're gonna start actually putting some color on these cabinets. I can't wait for you to see it. come back soon.